Now you might be asking yourself, what does Jordan brand have to do with football? And the answer to that question is pretty much nothing, but it is pretty cool. What's going on, guys? Josh from soccerreviewsforyou.com bringing you my review plus on-feet video of the brand new special edition Jordan brand PSG collaboration in the form of the Nike Mercurial Vapor 12 Elite. And the final product, I must say, is absolutely stunning. So what we're gonna do in this video is take a closer look at the colorway, of course. We'll also take a look at some of the very special extras that come along with these boots. We'll talk tech specs, performance features, as well as take a look at how they fit and feel on feet. So if you're looking to learn more about these, please stick around, watch the entire video. Also, if you're interested in a pair for yourself, they are available now, although keep in mind it is special edition. They're not super limited, but they're more limited than the other general release colorways that we get of any other Nike boot, so please keep that in mind. If you're interested in a pair, there'll be a little pop-up on screen, or you can click the first link down below. That'll take you to the review page on my website, where you'll find buy it now links with exclusive SR4U coupon codes, where you'll be able to pick these up below their normal $260 retail price. And if you didn't know, there's also a Phantom Vision Elite available in this pack, as well as an entire apparel line, all of which will be linked on that review page. So if you want to see what's available from this collection, first link down below, go ahead and check it out. If you guys do end up enjoying the video, don't forget to support it with a like. And if you're new here watching for the first time, don't forget to hit that subscribe button along with the little bell notification for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. Included with the boots is this special box that, as you can see, is black in color with the little silver dots and red accents to match the boots perfectly. The Paris Jumpman logo that was created specifically for this pack can be found there on the lid. And you're also going to notice the Jumpman logo on the one side, and then of course the Nike football branding on the other. And then when you open the box up, you can see it's a nice bright red on the inside. Other extras include this little tag that does let you know that these boots do have a wearable finish. They also include this hang tag, which is made out of like a rubber material, black and red in color to match the boots, and of course that Paris Jumpman logo, something that you'll pretty much always get with a Jordan retro sneaker, so it's only right that they include it with the boots as well. And then there's the final extra, which is by far the coolest thing that comes with these boots, and that is the string bag that, as you can see, is black and red in color to match the boots themselves. Black strings, black bag, but the bag itself, as you can see, is made out of this really premium, super expensive feeling and looking kind of suede material. That's the best way I would describe it. It still even features the zipper pocket on the inside, also made out of that same suede. And then the inside of the bag, as you can see, is this really soft, shiny black material as well. It is super premium and easily the coolest string bag I think I've ever seen included with a pair of football boots. It has the Paris Jumpman logo in red on the one side, and then just the single Jordan brand logo there on the back. Very cool. My string bag rating for this is a 10 out of 10.2. Almost perfect. As far as the boots themselves are concerned, I personally think that these look absolutely incredible. They look great in pictures, but honestly, even better in person. It's a solid black upper with some silver and reflective accents, and then of course some red bits thrown in with the wearable red finish on the sole plate that I think looks really good. So you can see that it is a black Flyknit base to the shoe, some exposed Flyknit across the top of the foot, as well as the edges of the low cut collar here, but the majority of the upper is covered in a solid black Nike skin that kind of has this semi-matte finish to it, I would say. Then you have all these little silver dots scattered throughout the entire upper. It looks like they would be reflective, but the dots themselves are just metallic silver and not an actual reflective material. However, you will notice that there are black Nike swooshes, the small swoosh at the toe that everyone hates, but because it's black on black, I definitely don't think it looks bad on this particular model. And then the large black Nike swoosh here on the medial side. Both of those swooshes are fully reflective, which is a very cool effect, especially when you're taking a picture of the boots. You're also going to find the Flyknit and ACC branding black on black here on the underside of the medial side swoosh. I know a lot of people get bent out of shape when they don't include it. They did include it on this particular colorway, even though it kind of just breaks up the design and cleanness of the dot texturing or dot finish that you have on the upper. I guess I should specify that as well. The dots are there simply for looks. They don't add any kind of texture to the surface of the upper. black on black laces, although the laces do have a little bit of kind of shiny black in them, so it's a little bit of extra contrast there. They went with the Vapor 360 branding in red on the top of the tongue. I really think that should have had a small Jumpman logo. I think that would have looked a lot better, or even that Paris Jumpman logo, that would have looked really cool in that spot as well. And then there's a solid strip of red across the back of the heel with kind of like a multicolor, almost oil slick finish Jumpman logo in black at the back. Some people I've seen comment that this is too big or it just looks a little bit awkward. I tend to agree for the most part, although I don't think it looks bad. I just think that the Jumpman logo should have been perhaps a little bit smaller and it would have looked a little bit cleaner on this particular shoe. Just because they went with such a simple, clean design, it almost seems like that's just a little bit too much given what they did with everything else. Moving to the bottom of the shoe, of course, does have a split sole, so running through the middle of the two stud plates, you are going to find more of that black with the silver dots, which I think looks quite good. Then you have an anodized red finish on the stud plate, both in the forefoot as well as in the heel. It is a wearable finish, so please keep that in mind. As far as what color it is underneath, I'm going to assume that it's probably black, so once it wears off, it's not going to be that big of a deal. But as is, brand new out of the box, the black and red just looks absolutely incredible. One other little detail is, of course, the insoles, which are red in color, and then it features the Paris Jumpman logo there at the heel in black. No Nike grip branding, as you can see, but as far as I can tell, it is pretty much the exact same liner that you would find on any other colorway of the Vapor 12 Elite, so keep that in mind. And I guess just to make one little complaint, at least something I think that would have made the shoe a lot more premium looking, is that if they did the heel liner in red, as opposed to black to match the inside. Then from this angle, while you wouldn't see it while you're wearing the boots, the entire inside would be red. I just think that would have looked really cool. Also, the eglets on the laces are red in color with the black Jordan logo. Before we move on to performance, I want to quickly comment on why a Jordan brand football boot actually makes a lot of sense. Well, a lot of people don't realize this, but Jordan brand is just a division of Nike. They're not two separate companies. And of course, Jordan brand is a basketball-focused division of Nike, with Michael Jordan being the face of the brand. He's retired now, but everyone knows who that is, regardless of whether or not you know anything about basketball at all. Anyways, Jordan brand, being a basketball-focused brand, is not quite as basketball-focused as perhaps it once was. I would say really the driving force behind Jordan brand is remaking older Jordan sneakers, the retros, if you will, that a lot of people buy not to play basketball in, but to just wear around casually. They're considered cool. It's a fashion item. It's a lifestyle item, and that really has been the driving force behind Jordan brand over the last little while. What has also become very much a fashion-focused type product, football boots. So given the fact that Nike seem to be marketing geniuses, doesn't it just make a lot of sense to take a cool brand like Jordan brand that is very much geared towards lifestyle these days and put it in the hands and in the face of the football community, using a city like Paris, one of the most fashion-forward cities in the world, using a big club like PSG, and then using very influential players like Neymar and Mbappé to market Jordan brand to the football world by making not only the boots, but the entire apparel collection, that if it does well, honestly, guys, I would expect to see a lot more Jordan brand football boots in the near future. And honestly, I don't have any problems with that. Now, as far as performance is concerned, there is absolutely nothing different about this colorway of the Vapor 12 Elite versus any of the other ones Nike has put out. The only difference that you're gonna find is the price. These are $260 rather than $250, a $10 premium for the special edition color that honestly I think is worth it. And I have to say as well, I'm a little bit surprised that these aren't more expensive, because I think Nike could demand probably $300 for these and people would still buy them. So $260 rather than $250. While it's a price increase, which is never a good thing, I honestly think that these could have been a lot more expensive. Either way, the Vapor 12 Elite, in my opinion, is pretty much the best speed boot on the market right now. It's the most responsive, it's super light, it has very aggressive traction, it offers a premium barefoot feel. All the materials are really high quality. This is my personal favorite Mercurial Vapor of all time, even though it's not exactly traditional Mercurial Vapor, straying away from Taijian synthetic and moving to Flyknit. I've talked about the Mercurial Vapor 12 Elite so many different times on this channel, so I don't want to go over them again in this video, but if you do want more info on the Vapor 12 Elite, as well as how it compares to the Superfly 6 Elite that won't be available in this colorway, by the way, I'll leave a little pop-up on screen to the playtest video that I made, where you get to see both variations of the new Mercurial in action and get a better idea of what they're all about. So as you can see, I swapped out the stock black laces, which honestly, I think the black on black look for the upper looks really, really good. But I swapped them out for some red reflective SR4U replacement laces to bring out the red details on the boots a little bit more. Plus it adds the reflective bits, which I think look really good with the reflective swooshes on either side of the upper. Of course, it makes your boots that much more unique as well versus everyone that has the same pair. So if you are interested in some SR4U replacement laces for yourself, the website to go to is www.sr4ulaces.com. There'll be a little pop-up on screen as well as a link down below in the description. So if you're interested in a pair, be sure to go ahead and check that out. So aside from just looking really good, the Vapor 12 Elite feels really good as well. And like I said earlier in the video, aside from the colorway, there is nothing different about this variation of the Vapor 12. The Flying upper does have some stiffness to it at first, but give it about an hour or so of wear time and you'll find that it softens up significantly, but still has good structure to it. The responsiveness from this upper, given how soft it will get after a little bit of wear time, is very, very impressive. I really do feel like this is the most comfortable Mercurial Vapor that Nike has ever put out. The split sole, a lot of people kind of complain about the way that it looks, but it feels pretty much the same as what we had on the Vapor 11 and Superfly 5. It's that anatomic sole plate base that feels really good. Again, gives you that nice responsive connected sensation to the base of the shoe. Partner that with the responsive upper and very aggressive traction pattern, and you get one of the fastest feeling boots that money can buy right now. Not that these are going to make you faster, but they do make you feel quite light on your feet, being that they really react the instant that you do, which is what makes them feel, like I said, so fast. As far as everything else is concerned, it's a Mercurial, so it still does have a tight fit, although these are wider than Mercurials have been over the last couple of generations. Either way, if you don't like tight-fitting boots, it's probably best to stay away from the Mercurials as a whole. But if you like that tight fit, these will still fit most people, even if you do have slightly wider feet. Just don't expect them to stretch all that much. But again, if you don't like tight-fitting boots, not a great option. As far as sizing is concerned, I'm wearing these in my usual size 9.5 US, and the fit and length is pretty much perfect. So if you are looking to order a pair for yourself, I would strongly recommend going true to size in order to achieve the best possible fit. So in conclusion, I am personally a big fan of Jordan brand as a whole. I have more Jordan sneakers than I care to admit. Nike also makes some pretty good stuff with the Nike Mercurial Vapor 12 Elite, in my opinion, being one of the best boots currently available, especially if you're looking for something that is lightweight, responsive, and has very aggressive traction with a barefoot feel. This does all of that extremely well. So when you partner the two brands along with PSG and make something this good looking, honestly, I have no issues with it. If you like what you see, if you like what you hear about the Vapor 12 Elite, you are going to be very, very happy with these. And that concludes my review, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to support it with a like. Again, if you're interested in a pair of these for yourself, you can click the first link down below. That'll take you to the review page on my website, where you'll find buy it now links with exclusive SR4U coupon codes, where you'll be able to pick these up below their normal $260 retail price. If you have any questions, as always, leave them down below in the comments, and I'll do my best to get an answer out to you as soon as I possibly can. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. You can find all my social media information linked down below in the description as well. Other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.